permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever,
inches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone, and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. Caught, nice gain left side. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 6-0 lead right away. Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. First give of the game to the LSU product. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now they send their back in motion right. The screen pass falls incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And 4th and 4.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. They already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline this penalty. So a punt coming up here on 4th down off the leg of Michael Pilardi. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Browns will go on offense. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, they'll run. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And he gets him around 6 there. Renardo Green with that tackle. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Another carry for him. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second and 8. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Looking to the air here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. And the Browns get it back on his 6th interception of the season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And the defender comes away with it. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Purdy on 1st down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
From their own end zone, and he gets it away. Starts the return at the 34. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Bronk, after getting a big chunk on that return. Found his way through most of the kicking team. He picked up 25 on that return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throw left side, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He's going to throw this one. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on his return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's out to the 38.
At their own 38-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Pretty throwing here on 1st. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
This, our last play of the quarter. Purdy setting up that play action. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They're set up with it after the pick to end the 1st. They'll run here on 1st down. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Back-to-back carries here. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Dropping back to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it's 3rd down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Out comes the kick team to attempt this field goal. From 37 yards in the right hash. Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Into the hands of Kittle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The running back gets it on the draw. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go now.
Purdy to throw it. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. That finds Ayuk, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice